You know, at one point in humanity, some idiot has convinced us all that to get lean and build muscle at the same time, you need to eat a shit ton of food, train your bollocks off 6 days a week, and honestly, probably inject something questionable into your arse. And hey, if it's been working for you, amazing. Close this video and go and enjoy your life. But if you're anything like I was, fat, exhausted, buying bigger pants every 2 months, and wondering what the fuck happened to your body, stick around, because in 6 months, I went from 25% body fat to 15%, and I built actual muscle doing it. Oh, I also did this, going to the gym just 4 days a week. I didn't take steroids, and I wasn't starving myself. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it, so you can just copy me. And look, I know exactly why you clicked on this. It's not because you find me fascinating, it's because somewhere in the back of your head, you're thinking, could I actually do that? That's the question, and the answer is yes. But don't take my word for it. Use the next 10 minutes to decide for yourself. Look, I'm 43 years old with barely average genetics, and I'm definitely not a professional athlete. I spent years on the road traveling with the job I had at the time. I got completely burned out, and I kept buying bigger trousers, and I was pretending I was fine. Now, if this worked for me in that state, and it did, you've honestly got very little excuse, my friend. Sorry about that. Let me paint you the picture. 25% body fat, getting out of breath, walking up the stairs, and wearing clothes that fit like I borrowed them from a larger, sadder version of myself. Oh, and my blood pressure was sky high, and I had fuck all energy. And here's the bit I'm going to be honest about, because I think honest is more useful than embarrassing. I had no confidence, including in front of my own wife. I didn't feel like a man. I didn't want to shag her. And she deserved better than that, you know? And frankly, I deserve better than that. So something had to change. And here's the really annoying part. The thing that changed it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Not even close. So I'm going to break this down into 4 things. The exact 4 things I changed in the order I changed them. And I'll warn you now, number 4 is the one where I've got to hold my hands up and admit I nearly fucked the whole thing up in spectacular fashion, but I'll get to that. But first, let's start at the beginning. Number 1 is diet. And before you roll your eyes, just bear with me for a minute, because this isn't the usual shit, all right? I was eating 250 grams of protein a day. Now, I was a big boy, so that number made sense for my size back then, but your number might be different. But a rough rule of thumb is to aim for around 0.8 grams to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, so start there. But here's what actually cracked it for me. It wasn't just protein, it was calorie cycling. On rest days, the days where I wasn't training, well, of course they're fucking rest days, you idiot, I ate less. On training days, I ate more, mainly from carbohydrates, and that's it. Your body needs fuel when it's working hard, and it doesn't need a shit ton of food when you're sat on your arse watching Netflix, does it? I also stopped eating junk food. Well, for the most part. And I love me some junk food, but somewhere around month 2, I had what I can only describe as a revelation. The less shitty food I ate, the leaner I got. Which, I know how this sounds. It's the most obvious thing anyone has ever said. Practically a scientific breakthrough I had there. Took me 43 years to fucking believe it, but you know, here we are. Now, I need to tell you about the cheat meal situation, because I nearly fucked everything up with it, but I'll come back to that in a second. It's number 4, by the way, and it's incredibly painful. Number 2 is training. I trained 4 days a week, and I did an upper-lower split, each done twice. Upper Monday and Thursday, lower Tuesday and Friday. Nothing heroic, and certainly nothing that's going to get a motivational reel made about it anyway. Cardio was 3 sessions a week, 35 minutes each. I did zone 2, which for you normal people, it just means you can still hold a conversation, you're just not enjoying it very much. Look, it's steady state, it's sustainable, you finish it, you feel okay, and then you come back next time. Now, occasionally, I did swap one of those sessions for HIIT cardio, and I'll be straight with you, I nearly fucking died. I genuinely thought my lungs were going to fall out of my chest and land on the treadmill right in front of me. And you know, it's not a pleasant experience, but it works, so I just kept doing it while absolutely hating every fucking second of it. Character building, apparently. But here's the thing, 4 days and 3 cardio sessions, it ain't gonna impress anyone at a dinner party. It's not impressive, it just works. And consistent beats impressive every single time. Number 3, and this is the one I just can't fully prescribe, but I'm going to be straight with you anyway. I took a year out. I've been on the road traveling with my job non-stop for years, and I was just fucking completely burnt out. I had what you could describe as a mental breakdown, and I quit my job and I spent a year at home looking after my daughter, which I know is not a luxury everyone has, and I'm not pretending otherwise. But what happened during that year was I actually slept properly for the first time in years, and here's what I noticed. Eating better made my sleep better, and better sleep made the training better, and the training made everything else easier. It's all one system. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not an idiot. But I am telling you that sleep is not optional if you want to change your body composition. Whatever that looks like for you, whether it's going to bed an hour earlier, not watching porn until 1 o'clock in the morning, you dirty bastard, or just accepting that your body isn't designed to run on 4 hours sleep and a shitload of anxiety. Just sort it out. It will move the needle more than any supplement you've ever bought, and I guarantee that. Number 4. All right, here we go. The cheat meal. So every Saturday, I had a cheat meal planned. Just one meal. You know, it helps keep me sane. I'll just get back on it on Sunday. A completely reasonable strategy, one might say. Except, and this is where it fell apart, the cheat meal became cheat meals, plural. And then somehow, and I'm not even sure how it happened, I don't know, at about 9 o'clock at night, I was stuffing my face with candy and I was cracking open my 7th can of lager. Might as well go all in. I'm fucking committed now. So in about 20 minutes, I'd completely eradicated the deficit, which had taken me 7 days to build. And genuinely proud of myself while I was doing it, by the way. Really pleased with how that Saturday was going. Yeah, so I knocked that one on the head. So now it's one meal. I sit down, I enjoy it, I have a beer or two if I want, and then I stop. It's boring. It's fucking... yeah, it's a bit boring. But going from 25% to 15% body fat in 6 months, that's not boring. That's the trade. So here's where I am now. 15% body fat, new wardrobe, yes queen. And yeah, I'm extremely pleased about that. Thank you. By the way, a new wardrobe is genuinely underrated as a motivator. Go and buy yourself something that actually fits when you hit your goal. It's not shallow, it's reinforcement, my friend. So yeah, I've got more energy now as well. I don't die during HIIT cardio anymore, which is a bit of a low bar, I know, but it felt like a victory to me. I'm more confident, and honestly, I'm a bit less bothered about what people think. Some people call that being a dick, you know, but like I call it not carrying everyone else's opinions around with me all day. To be fair though, I am a bit of a dick. I'm a better dad, I'm definitely more present with my family, and I'm in pretty good marriage. And look, I told you earlier, I didn't want to go near my wife. Well, I'll leave it at that. Situation resolved, my friend. Everyone's happy. Right, moving on. Now, if you've watched this and you're thinking, well, I want to actually do this, but I want someone in my corner, I do work with a small number of people, one-on-one. There's a short form in the description below. I promise you it's not a trick, it's not a trap, it's not going to sign you up for all these different things. It's just a few questions. So fill it in, and if I don't think you're an absolute nightmare, and most people aren't, by the way, I'll send you a more detailed questionnaire and we'll figure out whether we're actually a good fit together. I'm not going to try and convince you, by the way. If you need a sales pitch to take your health seriously, we're probably not the right match anyway, and that's genuinely okay. But if you're ready to sort it out properly, forms in the description. Go and fill it in. Right, I'm done now. It was a pleasure. If this was useful, hit subscribe.